Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Miss Nuzhat Rahman, Secondary Coordinator Mathematics, and I am going to deliver you Chapter 8 Algebraic Expressions. First of all, we would like to know that what is algebra. Algebra is an Arabic word which means bringing together into broken parts. Now, what are broken parts? The broken parts are literals, constants, variables and algebraic expressions. Now we will see the definitions of each of these broken parts one by one. What are literals? The letters or alphabets that we use to represent unknowns are called literal numbers. I am repeating the definition of literals. The letters or alphabets that we use to represent unknowns are called literal numbers. Example, area of rectangle can be calculated by multiplying its length and breadth, that is, area is equals to length into breadth. Students, we can clearly see that there is no value of L and B over here, so that's why we will say that L is equals to length and B is equals to breadth, and clearly L and B represent the unknowns, so these are called literal numbers. What is a constant? A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. Examples are 2, 7, 11, etc. are all constants. We all know about it that 2 is the fixed value, 7 is the fixed value, 11 is the fixed value. We cannot say that 2 is equals to 7 or 7 is equals to 11. They all have the fixed numerical value which is 2, 7 and 11. So that's why these are called constants. What is a variable? A symbol represented by a literal and can take various numerical values is called a variable. That is, in x plus 1, x is a variable and 1 is constant. Why x is a variable? Because its value will be changed time to time. Now we will learn about algebraic expressions. What are algebraic expressions? A combination of constants and variables connected by the signs of fundamental operations. What are fundamental operations? These are plus, minus, divide and multiply is called an algebraic expression. So students, when we combine the constants and the variables with fundamental mathematical operation, it is known as algebraic expressions. Examples are 8, 4x plus y, x square plus y square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. These are all the examples of algebraic expressions. We will move towards algebraic terms. What are terms? The part of an algebraic expression separated by the operational signs plus and minus are called its terms. For example, in x plus y, x and y are its two terms. Why? Because these both terms are combined with plus sign. So if we move towards this example, x square plus y square, how many terms are in it? There are two terms. The first term is x square and the second term is y square, and both these terms are combined with plus sign. Same is the case with this example, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. There are three terms in it. How? A square is the first term, 2ab is the second term and b square is the third term, and these terms are combined with plus and minus signs. That's why these are known as algebraic expressions. Polynomials. Normally the word poly is used for more than one thing, but in algebra, polynomial represents an algebraic expression containing a single term as well as two or more than two terms. But we need to remember that for a polynomial, it is a necessary condition that the exponent of the variables must be the whole numbers. Now a question arises over here, what are the whole numbers? We have learned in class 6 that the set of whole numbers is the set which contains the elements 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on. Means all the positive numbers and a neutral number 0. This is known as whole number set. So if we look at the example, 9, 3x, x square plus 2, x cube plus 2x plus 1, all these expressions are polynomials. Why? Because the degree of variable or the exponent of variable is the whole number. If you see 9, there is no variable, so degree or exponent of variable is 0. In 3x, the degree of variable is 1. x square plus 2, the degree of variable which is x is 2, and in this example x cube plus 2x plus 1, the degree of variable x over here is 3 and over here is 1. So that's why these are known as polynomial. Why? Because it is satisfying the definition of the polynomial, which is the exponent of the variables must be the whole numbers. But students, you will see in x power minus 2 plus 1 and x power 1 by 2 plus 3x plus 2, these both the algebraic expressions are not the polynomial. Why? Because their exponents are not the whole numbers. How? Because minus 2 and 1 by 2 are not whole numbers. So simply we can say that an algebraic expression in which the exponents of variables are all whole numbers is called a polynomial. Now we will see the types of polynomials. What are the types of polynomials? They are monomial, binomial and trinomials. Now how can we identify these monomial, binomial and trinomials? First of all, we will see what is monomial. A polynomial having one term is called a monomial. That is 5, 3x, 2ab etc. are monomials. Students, previously we have learned that when one or more than one term combined with some operational sign plus or minus, then these are called algebraic expressions. So if you see over here, 5 is a single term, 3x is a single term, 2ab is a single term. Why? Because they are not combined with any of the operational sign, that is plus or minus. That's why these are called monomials. Now what is a binomial? A polynomial having two terms is called a binomial. That is 6x plus a and a minus 3b. How they are binomial? As bi means 2. So when we have two terms in any of the polynomial, we will say that these are binomials. So in this example, you see 6x and a are two terms combined with plus operational sign, and in the second example, a and 3b are two terms combined with minus sign. That's why they are called binomial. Now what is a trinomial? A polynomial having three terms is called a trinomial, as tri means 3. So we must have the three terms. So we can say that when we have three terms in any of the polynomial, it will be a trinomial. Examples are x square plus 3x plus 5, 2a plus 3b plus c. You will see x square is one term, 3x is second term, 5 is the third term, and these three terms are combined with plus sign. In the second example, 2a, 3b and c are the three terms combined with the plus sign. That's why they are called trinomials. Now students, after learning all the concepts of algebraic expressions, we will move towards exercise 8.1. So exercise 8.1, question number 1 is add the terms to write as algebraic expression. So part number 2 is 7l square, 3m square minus 8. As these are separated by commas, that's why we will say that 7l square is the first term, 3m square is the second term and minus 8 is the third term. We have to add them together so that we can write it as an algebraic expression. So we will write it as 7l square plus 3m square. As there is no sign with 3m square, it means that when any of the term has no sign, it is always positive, and in the question it is mentioned that you have to add these terms. So we'll put plus sign over here and then we write the second term, which is 3m square. But you will see that the third term already has negative sign, so when we add them, plus minus will be minus, so we put minus over here and minus 8. So the algebraic expression will become 7l square plus 3m square minus 8. Part number 4 is 5xyz, 2yz minus 8xy. First term is 5xyz, second term is 2yz and third term is minus 8xy. How we will convert it into an algebraic expression? By adding them all. So the first term is 5xyz and we don't have any sign with the second term, it means it is positive, so plus 2yz, but we already have the negative sign with the third term, so plus minus minus 8xy. So our algebraic expression will be 5xyz plus 2yz minus 8xy. Exercise 8.1 question number 2 is write constants and variables used in each expressions. Part number 2 is 3a plus b minus 2. What we need to write is we have to separate the constants and variables from these expressions. So constant and variables. What is the constant in this part? That is minus 2. We have to write the sign with it. If it is negative, if it is positive, so we have no need to put the positive sign with it. And what are the variables involved in this expression? A and b. Why? Because they are the literals and they are unknowns, so these are known as variables. So variables will be a and b. Part number 3 is L square plus m square plus n square. So constant in it is nil. Why? Because there is no fixed value involved in this expression. But when we move towards variables, so we have 3 variables, L, m and n over here. All these are the literals, that's why they are called variables. Exercise 8.1 question number 3 is identify monomials, binomials and trinomials. Students, let us have a recap of monomials, binomials and trinomials. What is a monomial? A polynomial having only one term is called monomial, and binomial in a polynomial which is having two terms is called binomials, as bi means two. And in trinomial, what is a trinomial? A polynomial having 3 terms is called a trinomial, as tri means 3. So part number 4 is ABC. We have to identify whether it is a monomial, binomial or a trinomial. ABC is a monomial because it contains only single term and there is no operational signs in between A, B and C. That means it is having only one term, which is monomial. Part number 5 is x square plus 2xy plus y square. Now x square is the first term, 2xy is the second term and y square is the third term, and these 3 terms are combined with plus sign. So this is known as trinomial because we have 3 terms in it. Part number 8 is 7a square minus b square. First term is 7a square and second term is b square. Both these terms are combined with minus sign, that's why it is known as binomial. I hope students you have understood the lecture. This is all from my side for today. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.